Hey there, Rub-a-Dub subs, it's Black Metal Werewolf making a brand new video for this week. So this week's video is a bit of a special request. You see, I get a lot of messages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, a lot of people asking me to do a review of their bands or their friends' bands, or bands they like, or new albums coming out, and I really wish I could do all of those, but unfortunately with my work schedule and trying to turn out a video every week, I just really don't have a time. I have to schedule these things weeks into advance so I can make sure to get a video out on special occasions or just writing down what I want to do and when. So a lot of times when things pop up, I don't have the time to do it because I'm already in the middle of doing something else. However, I did get contacted by somebody and I figured I probably wasn't going to get another opportunity like this again, so I may as well jump on it. I was contacted by Paul Allender. If you don't know who that is, he used to be the guitarist for Cradle of Filth. He quit the band, I'm going to estimate, about 2 years ago. And now he's starting his own band called White Empress, and he started a video production company called Era Horrificus Films. So he contacted me and asked if I would do a review of his new song and music video. And like I said, I'm probably never going to get this opportunity again, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take time out and do a review of the new White Empress song, Revenant. So, before I get into my whole critique of what I did and didn't like about the song and video, I may as well start with some information about the whole project. So the band is called White Empress, the song is called Revenant, and it's a teaser to showcase the new look and the sound that the band is going for. From what he has described to me, Revenant has a pretty interesting story to it. I'm not going to spoil that story for you. But what the album that they're making is going to be a prequel, all the events leading up to what happens in Revenant, which I thought was a really cool idea, a whole concept thing. I always love concept albums. But the way he described it to me is it's going to be a horror audiobook set to music. And not only is he making an album, he's also going to be making a movie to go along with it. So he's not just looking into new bands, he's starting a whole video production company, and I hope the finished product lives up to the hype that I have going on in my head right now. So that's some basic information. Let's get down to the actual review. So let's start with what my thoughts on the actual music are. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It fit the extreme metal subgenre very well. It took elements from black metal, goth metal, and doom metal and mixed them together perfectly, and it made for a very chilling, haunting, heavy experience. Like in the song when the guitars start up, it's very haunting. It sent like a chill up my spine and goosebumps across my skin. It fit the mood perfectly. So I really liked the guitar work that had on it. However, I didn't really like the bass playing or the drumming in the song. It's not that it was bad, it just didn't really wow me. Whereas the guitar work sent chills up my spine and goosebumps, I didn't really feel much for the drumming or the bass playing. It was just kind of there. It didn't sound bad. It had its purpose. It served its purpose. Nothing out of the ordinary. It just didn't blow my mind, you know? It didn't make me go, wow, this is awesome. It was like, okay, that sounds good. Right on to the next thing. You know, that kind of thing. What I really, really, really did like about it is the vocals. Before I started listening to it, I expected it to have like a death metal vocalist or a black metal vocalist. But no, they had a narrator do the whole thing. So when I first started listening to it, I was expecting like, okay, they have a narrator for like the first 40 seconds to set the mood, and then the singing will start. No, they had a narrator through the entire thing. And it's like a 10-minute long song. The voice actor they got for the narrator was very, very good. He had a very Christopher Lee-like essence to him. He had a very deep, commanding voice. At the beginning of the song, it was very somber the way he was talking, but as the song progressed and the story was progressing, his voice welled up with anger and hatred. Like, this guy did a very good job, and I was extremely impressed with that. And I thought it was very creative that they were to do that. I expected it to just be like one singer telling the story through the whole thing, and then that to like go into the album, that the album would just have the one singer. And that's what I was worried about. I asked Paul, what, is it just going to be this one voice actor for the whole album? And he said, no, the whole album is going to be different perspectives and different voice actors of different characters. And I thought that was so fucking cool. Like he said, it was going to be a horror audiobook set to music. And I thought that was awesome. Very creative, very different. I can't wait for the finished product. I just hope when the finished product comes out that all the voice actors live up to the standards that the guy in Revenant set, because he did an extremely good job. Just the power and the intensity of his voice, you can feel it in you. It's a very amazing, very intense experience. So to me, that was the highest point of the whole song. Overall, my impression of it was very good. I had some very good high points and medium points. Like not mediocre, medium points. Yeah, that's the best way I can put it. Nothing sunk below good. Like it all sounded good. It's not like it's like excellent, great, good, okay, shitty, terrible. So it was all good, and nothing sunk below that. And so overall, it did sound very good. And if you're a fan of extreme metal, then I think you will very much like it. Or if you're just looking for something different, I think you should definitely check it out. So that's my thoughts on the music. I just wish it was kind of more even, whereas it was like really good and like excellent and good. I just wish it was like all excellent, but can't hit all the marks all the time, And this is just a teaser, so we'll see what the full album is like. So that's my thought on the music. Let's talk about the video now. So when it comes to the actual video itself, I enjoyed it. I thought it had a very good atmosphere to it. When he first told me that it was like a horror video, I was a little worried at first because I thought it was just going to be like the band playing in like a cemetery or something, and there's going to be clips of people getting butchered with a knife or an axe or something. But that didn't happen. It wasn't some cliched gore fest just to gross you out with blood and guts and shit flying at the camera. It had a lot more of a sinister, gothic atmospheric tone to it. I read in an interview Paul did that he's a very big fan of the Hammer horror films and supernatural films like Sinister, The Conjuring, The Exorcist, and The Omen, that he was a very big fan of those types of movies. And it clearly shows that he was heavily inspired by those in this. It had great locations, very good dark, somber lighting. When I first watched it, I was kind of expecting them to film during the day and then put a dark blue filter on it to make it look like they're filming at night. But no, they started at dusk, and a lot of the good portion of the video takes place at night. And I can understand that it's very hard filming at night, but they did it very well. It had really good lighting, lots of dark imagery. My biggest complaint is probably that sometimes it was a little hard to see exactly what was going on. And if you don't have context of what's happening, you won't really understand the video. But I guess that's kind of the point, because it's supposed to tease you of some big mystery and something very dark and evil going on that you won't see until you see the prequel. Like, you won't really understand it until the prequel comes out and you get the whole story. So in that retrospect, it's very good that it builds mystery, because there were some points I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but it's cool. So when I get the whole story and understand everything that's going on, it should all make sense. And I think it's going to be interesting. The only thing is, I thought that some of the actors in the video looked a little too innocent. Like the main guy that it follows, he has like a baby face. He doesn't look intimidating or anything. Like, I get he's supposed to be like some average guy, but I just like, he doesn't have a lot of character that makes him stand out to me. I guess that's the best way of putting it. The guy didn't have a lot of pizzazz to him. Like, he didn't have like a scar, or he's just like an average guy, average clothes, nothing really special to it. But that's the point. He's supposed to be an average person. So I think I'm just nitpicking on that part. But there was a really cool, a bunch of different scenes that fit together of this priest standing by this raging fire. And it just looked so awesome. Like, he'd hold a cross and like switch to like an upside down cross. And it was creepy. It was gothic. It was dark. I liked it. If this is just the teaser trailer, I can't wait to see what the finished product is. Hopefully they get a substantial budget for it, so it comes together really well. Since it's going to be about 150 minutes long, I can't wait to see all the different locations and all the different shit that's going to happen with the album and the movie. So overall, I enjoyed the whole package together. The song is great. The video is really good. They come together. It makes a perfect thing. Very dark, creamy, heavy, atmospheric. I think you guys will like it. That's pretty much my review of it. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, I would give it an 8. Yeah, I think an 8's a good score. It did have a few flaws that would knock it down from a 10, but nothing so severe that would make me not suggest it to anybody. I think it's really good. I think you guys should definitely check it out. I will be putting the links to their website and the video itself in my description, so you guys can check it out and get the whole story for yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed my little review there. Thank you very much for watching. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to say that I will not be doing a recommendation or a warning for this video because I just did a review and I think that counts as a recommendation or a warning. But if you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video, and check out my past videos while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll be putting my Instagram name in the description section like I always do. I'm thinking of starting an official Facebook page for my channel. I don't know if anybody would follow it, but let me know if you would, so maybe I will, maybe I won't, we'll see. I do not have a Twitter account anymore. I deleted it quite some time ago. I'm not a fan of the way that website is run, so I decided not to be a part of it. So if you see anybody on there saying that it's me using my pictures, that's not me. It's someone pretending to be me. Just letting you guys know that now. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and stay brutal.